Good morning, fourth grade. Today we will be using our journals. Before we get started, I want you to update your table of contents. On page 2, the date we are working on is 3/08. Our topic is going to be our radish observations, and we're going to add it on page 34. You will now have about 2 minutes to add this journal update to page 2 of your science journal. Alright, now that you have updated your table of contents, please turn to page 34 and add this table until page 34. We will be updating it through this lesson. Good morning, fourth grade. Last week we discussed about the different earth environments and what they are made of, including plants, animals, the temperature, and even the soil type. Today we are going to be taking a close look at those environments and exploring the different living things. We are going to be looking at the needs of living things. Living things are things like different plants, from trees, flowers, ferns, cactuses, animals, from birds, reptiles, foxes, any kind of animal, and also human beings. Living things make up a lot of different environments. Let's take a look at what are the needs of the different living things. In order to survive, living things need air to breathe, sun to keep us warm, food to nourish our bodies, and water so we can stay hydrated. These are the four basic needs of living things. This week we will be doing an investigation so we can explore what are the needs of living things. As we saw, living things are plants, animals, and people. For our investigation, we are going to be focusing on plants, and we are going to try to grow a plant, providing it its basic needs. Let's go on and watch our investigation now. For today's experiment, we are going to complete investigation of what are the needs of living things. We know living things include animals, plants, and humans. For today's experiment, we are going to use plants as our example, and we're going to be doing an experiment on radish plants. I have seeds of radishes, and we are going to see what they need in order to be able to grow. I have 3 cups here. In each cup, I'm going to fill with soil. Now that we have filled up each cup with soil, we are going to add our seeds. But before we add our seeds, I want to explain why we have 3 separate cups. In order to do an experiment, we need to compare what is different in each cup for the needs of living things. When we did our lessons last week, many friends shared that the needs of plants are water, sun, and food. Our soil for our plant is going to be used as its base that provides its nutrients. So now we can begin our investigation. We are going to begin adding our seeds. But each cup is going to have something different, and we are going to label it now. Our blue cup, which will be cup A, but during the week on our blue cup, I will have the seed inside. I will leave it in the sun, but I will not add water to it. Cup A will be in the sun and it will not receive water. Our purple cup will be cup B. Cup B we will have our soil and our seed in there. However, I'm going to keep it in a dark room and only add water to it. Through the week, we will see how these different environments change how our radish seeds grow. And then cup C, we are going to put it in the sun and also add water to it. So we now have our 3 cups, cup A, cup B, and cup C. I'm gonna make a little hole in cup A. We're gonna add about three radish seeds inside. There are 3 seeds. We're gonna cover it up. Since cup A will not be receiving any water, we added our seeds and we're just going to leave it in there and we will place it in the sun. Now we have cup B. I'm going to dig a little hole so we can put our 3 seeds. 1, 2, 3. We're going to cover it up with the soil pat. For cup B, we are going to add just a spritz of water. But instead of placing this one where the sunlight touches it, I will place it in a dark room. And now cup C. Put 3 seeds. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna cover it up with soil. Spritz it with water. So now we have our 3 cups. Their environments are very similar. They have the same soil in each cup. Each cup has 3 seeds. The only difference will be that cup A will be sitting in the sun, but it will not receive any water. What do you think will happen since cup A will not receive any water? I will now give you 1 minute to add your thinking into your journal, column 1, where it says plant A, sun only. You can write, I think plant A will grow, will not grow. You have 1 minute to share your predictions now. We have cup B, which will only be receiving water, but be sitting in a dark room. What do you think will happen to our plant in cup B? You will now have 1 minute to share your predictions for plant B. Will the plant grow or will it stay the same? Share your thinking now in your journal. And then we have cup C, which we will be watching, and we will add water to it daily and also have it in the sun. What do you think will happen to cup C? You will now have 1 minute to share your thinking in your journal about plant C. Will our radish grow or will it not grow? Share your thinking in your journal now. I want you to answer an Ed puzzle. Which cup do you think will grow? Cup A, cup B, or cup C? Now that we have watched our investigation, we're going to continue to watch the plant throughout the week to see what happens. I want to let you know that we will be having a test on our environments next Thursday if you are in Miss Coveland's class. If you are in Miss Albrecht's, Miss Anderson's, Miss Flores, Miss Melvin, or Miss Muniz's class, your test will be on Friday. Let me show you where you can find your study guide. This is our Google Classroom homepage. If you click on classwork, you will see our weekly agenda, scroll past resources, past your test scores, and then you will see test review. The first document that you click on test review says Unit 5 Study Guide Environment. If you open up the Unit 5 Study Guide, you will see the study guide that you can use to review for the test. It has the 4 different vocabularies: environments, organisms, living things, non-living things. It also has what do living things need to survive, and it also has the name of the 6 different environments we explored and description including its temperature, type of soil, plants, and animals that we see. Make sure you use this study guide to review for your test next week.